Take my yoke upon you, says the Lord, and learn from me, for I am meek and humble of heart.
The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
On a Sabbath, Jesus went to dine at the home of one of the leading Pharisees, and the people there were observing him carefully. He told a parable to those who had invited, noticing how they were choosing the places of honor at the table. When you are invited by someone to a wedding banquet, do not recline at the table in the place of honor. A more distinguished guest than you may have been invited by him, and the host who invited both of you may approach you and say, "Give your place to this man." And then you would proceed with embarrassment to take the lowest place. Rather, when you are invited, go and take the lowest place, so that when the host comes to you, he may say, "My friend, move up to a higher position." Then you will enjoy the esteem of your companions at the table. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, but the one who humbles himself will be exalted. Then he said to the host who invited him, "When you hold a lance or a dinner, do not invite your friends or your brothers or your relatives or your wealthy neighbors, in case they may invite you back and you have repayment. Rather, when you hold a banquet, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, the blind. Blessed indeed will you be because of their inability to repay you, for you will be repaid at the resurrection of the righteous." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Many times I have been saying this, it is not enough that we do the right thing. We must do the right thing for the right reason. Hindi sapat na ginagawa mo ang tama. Dapat tama ang dahilan kung bakit mo yan ginagawa. Do not think that inviting the poor, the lame, the blind, name it, in your banquet, you will be repaid in the resurrection. Do not think. There is a precondition. The resurrection of the righteous. Not all who invite the lame, the blind, the poor in their banquet are righteous. Only the righteous will be repaid in the resurrection. Maraming nagpapakain ng bulag, bingi, bibig. Maraming nagpapakain ng mahirap dahil eleksyon. Alam niyo yun. Tama ba ang dahilan? Hindi ko alam. Maraming nagpapakain. Pero hindi lahat na nagpapakain, tama ang dahilan. Mga minamahal na mga kapatid, what is the foundation of being righteous? Authentic love. There must be an authentic love why you are doing what you are doing. And what is the foundation of an authentic love? It is what we call humility. Humility is the mother of all virtues. Humility is the mother of all virtues. The first reading would remind us that the humble will always find favor before God. The humble will always find favor before God. Keep a humble attitude. The second reading would remind us on how we can be humble. Do not forget who you are before God. Huwag na huwag mong kakalimutan kung sino ka sa harapan ng Diyos. Hindi sa harapan ng ibang tao, kundi sino ka sa harapan ng Diyos. Meron ka bang may pagmamalaki sa harapan ng Diyos? Come to think of it. We are all from dust, and to dust we shall return. We have nothing to boast before God. If you keep that in your mind, then it will help you to be humble. The gospel doesn't speak of what? Etiquette in a dining hall. It is more than that. It is about behavior with regard to our relationship to one another. 5 things perhaps good to remember. Number one, do not forget that when people praises you, it makes you a better person compared to the other. Huwag mong kakalimutan na kapag ikaw ay pinupuri, mas magaling ka kumpara sa iba. Huwag mong iisipin yun. Baka marami ka lang pala. When people praises you, hopefully, it brings you to humility rather than boasting on what you can do. Remember this, when people praises you, when people try to exalt you, ask yourself, are they saying the truth or they are just trying to play with my ego? Baka naman nilalaro lang ang yaman mo. Second, your self-worth, our self-worth, is never measured by the car we drive, by the food we can buy, by the food we eat, by the table we sit. Our self-worth is always measured by how we treat the server in a restaurant we eat. Ang iyong tunay na pagkatao ay hindi magkano yung kaya mong bayaran, hindi kung saan ka pwedeng kumain, kundi paano mo tinatrato yung mga naglilingkod. Kung makasigaw ang iba at kung makapagsabi, bakit magkano ka ba? Ang sagot doon, bakit magkano ka rin? Mga minamahal na mga kapatid, minsan na-share ko na ito. Kung saan nagpunta ako sa PGH, yung nagmamap ng floor, pamilyar sa akin ang mukha. At nakita niya ako, bigla siyang tumungo, tinakpan ng sambalilo ang kanyang mukha, at palayo siyang nagmap ng sahig. Lumagpas na ako, pero sabi ko, parang kilala ko yun. Binalikan ko. At sabi ko, sandali lang. Parang kilala ko kayo. Sabi niya, kilala niyo ako. Nung tinanggal niya ang sambalilo, nakilala ko siya. Isa siyang manager ng bangko. Manager ng bangko. Sabi ko sa kanya, bakit mo ginagawa yan? Sabi niya, tuwing Sabado po, nagbo-volunteer po ako dito sa PGH para mag-map ng sahig. Can you imagine, brothers and sisters, a bank manager mopping the floor of PGH? And I was thinking, how many among those who pass by perhaps look down on him? Diba? Marahil maraming dumadaan doon na nakikita siya, na minamaliit siya. Tagabak ka lang eh. Kasi hindi mo kilala kung sino yung nagmamahal. Feeling natin kasi, pag maganda ang damit natin, pag nakaporma tayo, mas mataas tayo sa iba. When you talk about humility, it is the capacity to think less of oneself. Kaya mo ba na sabi nga kung saan ilagay ang iyong sarili na hindi ka nag-iintindi kung anong sasabihin ng ibang tao? Huwag niyo po itong kakalimutan na hindi lahat ng umuupo sa likod, tapi hindi lahat ng umuupo sa likod, mababa ang loob. Yung mga nagsasabing, "Uy, dito tayo sa likod. Baka tayo pag umupo sa harap, paalisin tayo." Pag gano'n ang isip mo, mayabang ka. Pag gano'n ang isip mo, mayabang ka. Lalong-lalo na pag sinabi mo, dito tayo sa likod, para pag nakita tayo, paupuin tayo sa harap, mas mayabang ka. Ano ba? Mga minamahal na mga kapatid, you have to understand this, that humility is a very elusive word. The moment you say you have it, you lost it. The moment you say you have it, you lost it. It is not something you brag. Alam mo, Father, isa lang naman ang kasalanan ko. Masyado akong humble. Oo nga, mangumpisal ka. My dear friends, my brothers and sisters, you have to understand it. As I've said, the banquet is all about relationship. Who is the closest to the honor of a banquet? Who is the closest to the host of every banquet? You will know that. Sino ang pinakamalapit? Ang sagot doon, yung mga tao hindi nahihiya kumain sa kusina. Hindi po ba? Sino ang malapit? Who is the closest to the host of a banquet? Those who can go directly to the kitchen and eat there. Mga minamahal na mga kapatid, of course, hindi lahat ng dumadiretso talagang malapit sa may-ari o nagpapakain. Yung iba doon magnanakaw. Di ba? Ano diretso lang magnanakaw? You have to understand this. If you are really humble, you do not worry. You do not worry where you eat. You do not worry where you eat. Nakakahiyamang sabihin ito, pero nakapost ito. Sabi, in the US, during weddings, 100 was invited, 77 came. The number of gifts was 77. After the event, nothing was lost. In the Philippines, 100 was invited, 250 came. The number of gifts is 17. And after the events, 10 plates were lost, 10 sets of spoon and fork were lost, and 2 monoblocks were lost. Parang nakakatawa, hindi po ba ano? Pero nakakahiya. Nakakahiya. Ang hilig natin mag-uwi, hindi po ba ano? Mga minamahal na mga kapatid, minsan inimbitahan akong kumain. Yung kubiertos, may mga tatak ng hotel. Ang hirap kumain ng gano'n, di ba ano? Ang kutsara mo, tinidor, Shangri-La. Diba? Sabi ko, nagtitinda ba ng souvenir ang Shangri-La? Anong sabi niya? Ang ganda, Father, di ba? Mga minamahal na mga kapatid, pwede ba? Ha? Pwede ba? Mahirap tayong pinakain na tayo, di ba? Tayo mga Pilipino, pinakain na tayo. Nag-uuwi pa tayo. Yung iba nga, sinabihan mo, mag-ambag kayo, paklas. Hindi na nagdala, naglabas pa ng siklak. Di ba? Sakit natin yun. At kung kumain tayo, pagkamisan, parang akala mo hindi ka na magugutom bukas. Talagang binabanatan mo lahat. Ang binayaran mo lang sa kainan, 550. Ang kain mo, 120, 1,200 pala, di ba? Marami sa atin na ganyan sa eat all you can. Busog na, nagluwag na ng bell. Ang tanong pa rin ay, bawi na ba tayo? My dear friends, my brothers and sisters, it's good to examine ourselves. It is good to examine ourselves. How do we behave during meals with other people, and perhaps the most important is the number 5. You all know the saying, the family that prays together stays together. I still believe the family that eats together stays together. The family that eats together stays together. When I say you eat together, you talk to one another. You drop your cell phone. You talk to one another. Mahirap yung kumakain kayo sa labas, sa bahay. Ha? Lahat naka-cellphone. Ang anak naka-cellphone, magulang naka-cellphone. Ayaw mo kainin, nandyan na yung pagkain. Kailangan pang i-text ng nanay, anak, kainin mo na yan. At sagot ng anak, sandali na lang po. Di ba, anak? What have we become? What have we become? The gospel is not simply about behaving in a meal. It's about who we are. Brothers and sisters, do not forget this. The humble will always find favor before God. And the foundation of true humility, it must be coupled with what? With authentic love. And the foundation of authentic love is being humble. Only the righteous will be rewarded. Righteous people are rewarded for their authentic love, because their authentic love is founded in true humility.